Blindly following the opinions of YouTubers won't make you any money. You need to stop making mistakes, the same mistakes every single cycle. I'll show you in this video what actually works. It's not dumb luck like a lot of people think. A lot of shady shit goes on when it comes to YouTube crypto, but I'm going to help you navigate through that. What's the first thing to note? Well, the worst coin in the world, the literal worst coin in the world, could make you the most money. Why? Because it really doesn't matter what's going on fundamentally with that coin. It's all mass psychology. All that matters is whether other idiots are prepared to buy the coin and bid the price up. That's all that matters. That's how you see things like Dogecoin go all the way from literally nothing up 12,000%. Yes, obviously these coins, a lot of altcoins had massive crashes. That's not the point. The point is there's no fundamental reason for it to have gone up 12,000%. And you might be sitting in a coin where it has incredible technology, but incredible technology doesn't pay the bills. So don't get married to an opinion there. And that leads me to my second point. These are top gaming tokens, and you might hear other YouTubers like Becca talk about this all the time. And it is absolutely important to look at the narratives in this upcoming, whether it's a bull cycle or whether it's a kind of higher corrective cycle. But whatever's going on, it's important to look at all of these different niches of crypto coin. However, at the same time, you can't just come up with your own narratives and think you know better than everybody else and nobody else will ever think about this really good idea you have, which is to like invest in some random crypto coin that in the end just doesn't do anything. You don't want to do that. So again, just don't blindly follow opinions. Every coin that's ever moved a massive amount, let's go back to Dogecoin, it already showed you clues that something was going on. You can actually wait for the initial signs for that to happen. For example, here, early on, before it was kind of consolidating sideways, which by the way is obviously very bullish, this kind of horizontal sideways wedge pattern. But this first initial move, this was really big, 1,500%. So it was a very, very big move. You can't miss that entirely. Nowadays, a lot of people are using the same kind of screening tools. Nothing goes below radar. If something like XRP moves 20, 30%, you're going to see it. You're going to catch it before coins go up 2, 3, 4,000%. You're not going to miss it. So better wait for these coins to actually do something. Wait for trading volume to go in. Wait for the initial people to start buying them up and smart money to actually come in before investing. So why do I say that? Well, the reason is what's actually worse than actually losing money in cryptocurrency. What's worse, actually, not equally bad, but worse in a bull market is to have a coin that's literally doing nothing. This is Sand USD, Sandbox, literally doing sweet FA. Now, this could go on a massive run, but why do you want to wait around for that? What if it takes 2 months and it does nothing, but everything else is going up 2x or 3x? Why not follow the winners first and then rotate back into something like this later if it starts to break out and if it starts to move? That's the way you need to approach altcoins. You don't have a lot of time here. Like, these bull cycles don't last forever. And the actual times when price is actually trending or pumping, like you see here, just this year, just look at Sand this year. And we saw that pump from January the 5th all the way up to Monday, February the 5th. Literally, you've got 4 weeks there. 4 weeks and the rest of the year is doing absolutely nothing. So you've got 4 weeks out of a whole year. So just think in a cycle, they talk about the bull cycle for altcoins. People in YouTube are saying it's going to last years and years. Even if it does last a couple of years and we do get a full-on bull market, you're going to get a period of weeks here, and weeks here where anything's actually going on in terms of price going up. And you need to take full advantage of that. You can't be involved in coins that are just going sideways because some YouTuber says the technology is amazing or this is the new narrative and at some point next year it's going to randomly, luckily explode. You don't have time for that. A lot of people have limited budgets, limited accounts. You need to get into stuff that's pumping, that's moving. And once stuff is moving, for example, AI coins, like I've discussed a lot in this channel and I'll discuss again. I've been trading in and out of these coins. It's so easy to do. Like, it's not even rocket science. All of them have 10 to 15% pullbacks. Wait for the pullbacks, wait for the breakout pattern and just trade them again. They go up another 10, 15, maybe 20% and then they cool down and then they just rinse and repeat. And because these are pumping already, so off the lows, this is fetch. So off the lows, what are we up now? We're up, well, to the high, 240%. Again, I've seen coins do much more than this, but at least it's moving. At least it's trending. It's not consolidating or it's not corrective. So why would you want to be in Cardano right now? That's literally doing nothing. It's done nothing for the last. So literally the price is where it was, even lower actually than in March of this year. It's doing nothing. Why would you want to be involved in that? It doesn't matter what people are saying on YouTube. So that's my next kind of advice. Check the charts, check the charts, check the charts. Like, learn how to read a chart. It's not rocket science once you've seen a few charts. You need to see something pumping or moving. Use something like I do, like TradingView, and see if price has actually moved first significantly. Like, if you're involved in coins right now that in late October, early November have not done 200% already, then it's not a trending coin. Then you're better off leaving that one until it actually does something noteworthy. When Cardano does something noteworthy, which may be never, by the way, then I will be interested. And it's not going to suddenly go up 1,000%. It's going to start with a mini move. It's going to start with a little 20% and pull back, and then it's going to think about doing something else. That's what you'd look out for. Go back to the screening tools, check it even hourly if you want to, and get these coins onto TradingView and look at the charts. Look for breakout patterns. Like I said, nothing happens randomly. Drop to lower time frames. That's my other advice. Drop to hourly time frames. That's when you really see what's going on with price action. And that's where you can see breakouts happening early. You don't want to be involved in consolidation periods. But as soon as a consolidation is over, usually what happens is you get a downward sloping trend line, and that breaks out, usually with volume, and sometimes it retests as well. And when that's broken out, look here, like these are our candles here. So with Solano's breakout here, this was on 16th of October. Look how many hours you had to get involved, where price was literally doing nothing around 24, had a slight pullback and stuff. And then even then, it went up very, very, very slowly, so over a period of days. And then if you jumped in at any point there, you'd be at least 2x, if not 3x already. And that's my next important point. Like, fair enough, if you're brand new and you don't have that much experience, you may want to buy and hold a little bit longer. But if you can learn, and if you have time to just spend an hour a day and just trade in and out of the market, you'll stretch your money a lot more in terms of your investment. And also you'll actually, believe it or not, reduce your risk. You'll reduce your risk because a lot of the times you'll be on the sidelines. You won't be fully invested in the market. So if Bitcoin suddenly corrects like 5 or 10%, what that means is the altcoins will probably correct 30 or 40%, literally in a day, and that can happen. But even then, you do have time. Nothing just happens, like, you don't get 90% crashes overnight. So people keep talking about altcoins and how they crash 90%. They did, but that happened over a long period of time. It didn't just happen in a day. You have plenty of time to trade in and out. So as a reminder, what we're doing is we're looking for things to move first and to give us an idea. For example, another one here I'll show you, AGIX USD. Again, it's exactly same narrative, but because it's already moving, you've already got what you might call MVP or proof of concept. You've proven that this is trending now and it's moving. And to be honest, if you look at previous altcoin cycles, nothing that's trending and stuff stopped after 3 weeks and then just became a dead coin. It doesn't work that way. Like these then develop into massive trends. So this movement might look big, but when you zoom out, this in this particular coin may only be one or two of like 2 or 3 more massive impulsive moves over the next 12 to 18 months. Like huge moves. And this might only be the early stages. But that doesn't mean you don't make any money and you just sit there blindly hoping for the best. Even in these stages where there's only a little bit of movement, without leverage, there's 2x, 3x opportunities. And you should not be missing out on those. So look for that proof of concept first in the right crypto coin. Don't watch 1 hour long lectures about the fundamentals of any random coin. Because at the end of the day, like I said, that's not why they move. It's all hype. It's all believing in a narrative, but at the end of the day, even more than that, it's all mass psychology. If other people are buying it, the price is going to go up. You don't need to know but why. You don't care why. If somebody is buying it, you get involved with it, check for breakout patterns, wait for pullbacks, and get in there and enjoy the ride. That's what you need to do. And the final thing I would say is about the massive kind of blue chip coins. So things like Ethereum. Everybody's talking about Ethereum and again how amazing the technology and is, yada yada. Like yeah, we agree with all of that. Ethereum's amazing. It's a bit slow and stuff like that, but otherwise, yeah, it's really cool. Now it's been doing nothing, right, for years in terms of price. Now it's coming at an important level where, yes, we may see some consolidation. We may see, even though I believe it's all kind of corrective, so I believe more is going to grind up rather than go impulsively. We may see a sudden burst and it might be up 20% on any one random given day. But over that period where it's done literally nothing, like I've said, other coins have gone up 200, 300, 400%. There's no mileage in this one anymore. There's nothing that hypey that's going to be, there's too many people involved. The market cap is too big. So it doesn't matter what it's going to do. And then people might argue, well, it's a safer bet. But again, that's not true either, because Ethereum and Solana and even Bitcoin and all of these larger market cap ones, they all lost a substantial amount of their value. It's usually 80% or more. So if they're doing that and the altcoins doing that, what's the difference? You may as well go after the ones that are going to make more multiples on the way up. And, you know, when they come crashing back down, it's going to be the same anyway, but hopefully you should have sold out well before then. And just a note on that as well. When you're riding these coins up, it's never easy. You never know when it's going to end and stuff. So if you prefer to actually hold right through, let's just have a look at SAN and zoom to a daily chart. Just understand that here, just looking left at the chart, yes, we saw these massive impulsive moves when suddenly the metaverse and stuff was trending. But even on the way down, these are daily candles. Had a long time to get out or take some profits or book some profits. And even after the first impulsive move down, which is significant, like, you know, this is 40-50%. So I can imagine why people might panic and just hold it. You always get that pullback trade up, that retracement up before the next leg down. So this is where I'll be looking at as an opportunity to sell, because if I'm holding some of them longer term, which, by the way, I don't like to do. I like to trade in and out. But if I did end up holding it, because it just keeps pumping and I don't want to keep checking it day to day, and, you know, we're well into a bull market, I'm going to keep holding until I get that lower high. Until I get that lower high, signaling that actually it's over. So this is more after the fact rather than before the fact, because before the fact is really difficult to guess. There's no tools I'm aware of, even Fibonacci kind of Chrome extensions, nothing I'm aware of that will predict accurately, anywhere near accurately, where the top is. More you're looking at, like I said, what the pattern is afterwards, but also looking at the news. Usually it will coincide with some massive news event, and usually it's actually a bullish news event, not a negative news event. So just remember that in crypto as well. If you're seeing very bullish news, it's usually a time to sell. I know it sounds strange, but just trust me on that. Thanks for listening.